Well, we're still stripy. I don't know what's going on with that. So that's a bugger, isn't it? That's really strange that it's decided to be stripy. We'll just wait to see if anyone joins again, because obviously now we're... Hello, Leslie. We're still blooming stripy, so I don't actually know what's going on. It's obviously something weird with the camera.
Never mind.
Never mind. We'll just wait for a few more people to join again. And we'll just have to carry on with dodgy video. We'll sort it out in the next one. This is what this one was really about, to see how things go. But it worked brilliantly on it the other day. And now it's being a cock, isn't it, Lee?
It is.
It's all too much. Anyway, I did wonder, actually, how many people actually do watch us who've got narrow boats themselves? Have any of you lot got boats? Let's see if anyone answers. Because I was going to wonder about what you do on your boats over winter.
Found you again.
Yay!
Whiskey.
Ah, good man.
Excellent.
As it was. I've still been watching some of that. Is it Zachary Denman or whatever his name is? He's a nutter. But I'll tell you what, after what he's videoing, or
Leslie, I have a long narrow house. Hector's house. Hello.
Yeah, we haven't seen Hector yet, have we? Hey, Hector.
Hector, come
Do you want to come and say hello? Look, there's Hector, everyone.
Hector the mighty.
Hector, look, you're on telly.
Yeah, look up
Look there.
Hector.
Yeah, but he wants to see himself. Oh, something just flew past my face. Right, so it was the last day of summer yesterday, wasn't it? So now we're in autumn.
Are we?
We are in autumn. And I actually quite like this time of year. I actually like winter on the narrowboat.
Hello, Chucky Sprinkles.
There's good things and bad things about winter.
Hector, stop it.
Lee.
What? Sorry. It's attacking me.
There's good things and bad things about winter.
There is.
It's cold, but it's not cold.
It's not cold.
It's not cold on Hannah. At the moment, we've got no heating on. And inside the boat, it's 31 degrees. And there's people here at the marina with their fires on. So we've got the blooming cratch open with no heating on, no nothing. So I don't know what's going on with their boats. Ours is just so well insulated. For some. Well, I just think our boat's really well insulated.
It is.
And even in the summer, it does get hot. But I think it is actually still quite insulated for the summer as well, if you know what I mean. So it doesn't get mentally hot. Some nights it gets mentally hot. I suppose the worst thing about winter is obviously your costs go up because of... obviously, we need coal. We get through at least one bag a week, don't we? I think a bag lasts 5 days. Does it 5 or 6 days?
I don't know. That's not.
And then obviously gas. We use. Well, I don't suppose we use more gas really.
I've just seen Sue E. Yes, we live on a narrowboat.
Hello, Sue. So you're going to be on it over winter as well. Are you going to be on a winter mooring, or are you out continuously cruising? Hello, Captain Gary Phillips. I haven't seen you for ages, actually. I haven't really watched a lot of YouTube apart from bad stuff, stuff that winds me up.
Julie says, are you using cam on device or a plug-in one?
A plug-in one. It's our Insta360 but it was working absolutely perfectly before, so I don't know what's going on. So I'll fix it for next time. It's just something weird, isn't it? Plus, we had the internet. It's not very good, so we actually haven't. It might be something to do because now we're piggybacking from the phone rather than from our Wi-Fi, because the Wi-Fi decided it didn't want to play either. And that's one of the things about the marina. When we're out and about, the Wi-Fi is really good, but we've got a couple of trees just here behind us, and I think on certain times, depending on where the actual aerial, because the aerial is outside, and I think sometimes it gets blocked and. Some days it's brilliant. Some days it's really crap. Like at the moment, we've got no bars. No, and you can't have no bars, can you? You've got to have a bar. Anyway, I've still got a drink. Anyway, it's your turn to talk now. I've talked me
Pop in and say hello, Alan, when you come past. I've just seen you saying you're coming past soon. Their boat was here before. Ursula. I remember Ursula over the other side. So,
so you're gonna. What's going on with you? We were talking about your paddleboarding, weren't we? Your sup. It is called a sup. Sup.
Stand-up paddleboard.
Stand-up paddleboard. I say. Don't you think she's done really well? I tell you what, I've been in the water by now.
Hector.
And we got Hector a life jacket so he can come in the kayak. Haven't we?
He didn't look impressed.
He didn't. We put it on him yesterday, and he was like, "Nah, not happy." What are you doing, Hector?
Biting my fingers.
Hmm.
Behave, because you're not getting attention, isn't it?
Hmm. Hey, anyway, it's your turn to talk. I said it was your turn to talk.
You must be moored in warm water. Love the smell of wood burning on the narrowboat stove. Yes, so do we. We love although we use coal, we don't use wood.
We use a bit of both, don't we? We used to use wood a lot, but we found it wasn't very economical. And it actually got too hot in the boat with wood for some reason. So it's getting, I mean, obviously, we were trying to use seasoned wood most of the time, but a lot of the time it was just wood from wherever. And it smokes like a good one. And I say, it just got too blooming hot on the boat. It's hard to regulate. I've also found that a little bit with some coals, though, haven't we? Because we had Excel coal, and that used to be so blooming hot. It burnt so hot. And then what was the next one we tried? Not Tetanol. Supertherm.
Supertherm.
And that was better, but it was hard to actually get it hot. But then once it was hot, it's all right. And then it would last overnight, so that was all right. But then they got this another one that we tried last year, didn't they? And it was perfect. So it's like in between. So it actually did light easy. We could get it staying overnight because we've only got a little boatman stove. It's not a very big stove at all. So it can probably only fit about 10 bricks in there at a time. So yeah, making that last overnight can be difficult in the depths of winter.
Indeed. Yes.
But yeah, but we have a radiator as well.
What kayak did you buy?
An Aquaplanets one, didn't we? Because
my sup came from Aquaplanet. So
yeah, because they're a British manufacturer. They're the top British manufacturer of sups. And this is their first attempt at the kayaks. And I've seen a couple of reviews. Not many. I say there's not many reviews on them yet, but the couple of reviews I've seen, so they are top quality. I didn't want to buy a cheap, £100 one because I've had one of them before, and they're just a pain in the arse. They're hard to dry. Obviously, easier to dry easy. This has got this. I'm not quite sure what the insides are, but it's got like neoprene and stuff over the top, polyester, which beads. So it kind of dries itself quite easily. So yeah, because we can't be leaving a kayak outside. We've got enough shit outside the boat as it is. I'm surprised we haven't been thrown off the Marina yet. But yeah, because your sup dries quick, doesn't it?
Yeah. So
yeah, that was part of it. Yeah, I think it was reduced when it was supposed to be around the £600 mark. Then they were doing an offer because it's a new thing for them for, I think it was £459. And then I found a voucher code. And I think I ended up getting it. I actually was able to put a couple of voucher codes in, and I got it for £439, I think. And that was only £20 more expensive than the single-seater kayak. So I thought, well, I might as well get the two-seater because then I can put all my shit in it, and Hector can come along with me. So I can take once I get used to it. I'm sure it'll be fine because it's supposed to be very stable. So we'll get Hector out, and I'll take my black magic camera out and go and get some nice pictures out on the cut. So we've ordered a couple of waterproof bags just in case I fall off. So yeah, that I'm looking forward to that. I'll be on that tomorrow. I could go live on the kayak tomorrow. I doubt that.
So what coal would you recommend? Somebody's asking.
Well, I can't remember what that third lot of coal was. But I'll tell you what though, Lee. Lee's dad gave us a load of coal, and it's actually Sainsbury's, isn't it? Was it Home something?
Not Sainsbury's.
It was something like that.
It wasn't. It was Home something.
But that was really
good. Yeah.
I mean, it was really good because we got 7 or 8 bags for nothing. That was brilliant. Supertherm is probably the best, I would say, if you've got a bigger stove or a bigger fire. For the little boatman, you need something in between. I can't remember what it's called, but when I get it, we'll do a video on it and show you. But it does actually work all right. So all I do at night is double stack it because we can't fit one of those coal frame things in ours because it's so small. Those I don't know what they're called. You know what I'm on about, don't you?
The cage thing.
Yeah, that's it. A coal cage. You can't fit one of those in our fire because it's too small. So I mean that would be ideal. So you can stack it 3 or 4 high, and then it just pop, burns down like that. But we don't get cold on the boat. Honestly, we get too hot, don't we? We've only got a Tog 4 thing now on our blooming Lee and her lady garden moments. I'll tell you. We had a nice duvet, and it was about a 200 Tog.
No, it wasn't. It was 12.
12 or something, and I loved it. It's toast, lovely. And then Lee has all these weird. Now we've got a 4 Tog. I'm going to freeze me little man off when it's winter, and she has the window open as well. It's all too much.
As long as the curtains aren't flapping, I can get away with the window being open.
No, I know it's open. I'll tell you. It's like a walnut whip, I say.
Oh dear. What beers have you lined up for this session?
Well, look,
Oh, we're a bit short on beer.
Well, it's a shame we're not in full Technicolor, but this is a nice shipyard pale ale. I believe it's based on the American type IPAs, which
Hector,
I quite like.
me.
Oh, look, there's a big spider. He's gone. What was that? It's like East Coast IPA. If any of you tried those, you can get that in some of the pubs. But yeah, I quite like the pale ales. To be honest with you, I like everything. I don't like ruby beers very much, so I don't really like the Hobgoblin Ruby one. I prefer the Hobgoblin Gold.
Home Fire, yes.
That's it. It was Home Fire. It was. Well done. Who was that?
As it was.
That was funny. And it was all right. But like I say, the stuff they did from the Marina last year was actually probably the best we've had, because it did, like I say, that did last overnight fairly easily. Although, I mean, I don't go to bed very early anyway. I go to bed normally after midnight every night, quite often 2 o'clock. And then I would be getting up. I'll probably wake up for a wee about 7. And then I give the fire a little poke and add a couple more, and then that was always fine. But I think we actually got it to last 10 hours, didn't we? I think we can make it last around 10 hours in our little boatman stove.
Indeed. No, I haven't retaliated yet for him videoing me on the toilet, but, you know.
Yeah, but I made sure I couldn't see you, Lala. I was quite discreet.
Lady Garden moments, ha.
But
Where's Hector? Hector is here, biting my hand.
I would have blanked it out if you did see a Lala. I would have put one of them fuzzy things over it.
What are you doing? Being an Egypt.
Why are you licking my laptop?
Who's that? Where's Hector? Where's the dog?
What's everyone saying? I can't read. Well, I can read, but I haven't got my glasses
somebody else
on.
read Hector. What camera are you using?
We're using the Insta361R 4K edition, but for some reason it's got these stripes down it, so I don't actually know whether the camera's bollocksed or just something's happened with YouTube. Like I say, I kind of have a feeling there's something weird going on with our internet as well. Like I say, because our Wi-Fi has disappeared, so I'm actually just piggybacking off the O2 thing on my phone at the moment. So which isn't normally as good, but no. We will try again after we finish this live stream. What I might do is I might connect again. I'll have a fiddle. So if you see another notification, after we finish this, don't worry, it's just me fiddling around. Obviously, you can join us if you like. I'll probably be drunk by then. I don't get drunk very often. I was tipsy when we did the other live stream, wasn't I? Yes. But that was Lee's fault. I promise you. It was a Saturday, and I have to say I miss my old mate Derek on Saturdays. We used to have a few beers in the cratch, and I was feeling a little bit, so I had a few beers on my own. Obviously, knowing that I was going to be watching the Aston Villa game later on that evening. And Lee knew I was watching it, so it's a 5:45 kickoff. Then Lee decides at 5:30 that she wants to go paddleboarding. But she won't go on her own, so I have to walk along the side with her. And of course, I'm a little bit half cut. Like I say, I honestly don't get drunk very often, do I, Lee? I mean, in fairness, I don't. But of course, I was trying to walk along with an iPad, watching the Villa game with the phone plugged into it, or piggybacking off the phone. And then we meet a couple of people up there, and obviously, you know how it goes. Everyone is a pisser, to be fair. Last night was hilarious, wasn't it, Lee? You went out. I don't know.
December.
Well, I got accosted by some bloke. I don't even know what was going on with that, and ended up walking around the marina with him and plugging him into people's electric. I don't know what that was about. And of course, Dave was having a drink. Dave, the bloke who did our back deck for us. Lovely, lovely bloke, honestly. And Ryan was out there. And Dave was absolutely off his head. And it was so funny. He's on
holiday.
He is on holiday, yeah. So, yeah, hasn't got to do anything. So, so that is hilarious. So I sat down and had a beer or two with him. But he ended up, he just had to wobble back into his boat. I was, because he was drunk, I said, don't you want to swap boats? Because he's got a lovely, how big is it? 65, something like that. But it's got a lovely Gardner engine in it. It's proper old trad. But it's not an old trad. It's probably worth, old. I would say it's probably, even now, it's probably worth 100k plus, I would have thought. So, yeah, but he didn't go for it, unfortunately. He hates it because it keeps going aground and he's having electric problems, isn't he? But he still wouldn't swap.
Never mind. Hector is a.
That has to be Derek.
That's Hector's best friend.
I bet you've got nice laces though now, haven't you, Derek? Eh? Not all eaten. Hector does like eating laces. We were out on the cut, weren't we, Lee? And it was a bit embarrassing, really, because Hector does go after people's laces. He's not a violent dog at all. He's just an idiot. And this runner went past, and he sees, obviously, he cops the laces flying around, and he just jumped at this bloke, and the bloke shit himself, didn't he? It was quite funny. So, yeah.
You were very nice and said, I'm so sorry. You know, you had to...
Yeah, but it'd been funny if he'd fallen in the canal, wouldn't it? Not the dog, the runner.
Got a question. How did you manage to get them all next to land?
Oh.
We were just so lucky.
You can tell that story.
We bought our boat, Wigram's Turn, and we came down here because we were on our way to Billing, only because we had our other boat at Billing.
A yoghurt pot.
And we knew we had to get a lock key from here. And then in the office, they said, have you got a gold license? We went, I don't know. I don't know what one of them is. So we hadn't. We'd only got a canal license. So she said, well, you might not get caught, but you should really have one. So while I was getting a license down there, like a day license, by the time I got back here, Paul said, oh, should we see if we can stay here? Because our license didn't run out for a couple of months. So went back down the office. Have you got room? Can we stay here for a bit? You know, just until our license runs out, and then we'll renew it. Oh yeah, she said, stick it on the end. She said, but you can't stay there till after July. She said, because people are coming. Oh, that's fine. We said, we're only staying for a couple of months. Anyway, that was 10 years ago. We haven't gone anywhere. And the people didn't arrive in July, so they let us stay here, and that was it. So we've got, you know, we think it's, you know, one of the best moorings on the Marina. So we're very, very lucky that we can spread all our tut around and have the green as our own. And
we're not supposed to spread our tut around. And we've been told the green isn't ours.
Well, we know it's not ours. We just like to sit on it.
To be honest with you, we try and encourage more people to come and use it. Isn't all our shit out there, by the way? There's a couple of other boaters do join us. And that's what we try to encourage, because it's a lovely part.
Barbed wire fences are put off them.
Yeah, it is a bit, I suppose, yeah. And we don't really like the fisherists, do we? Because they're gobshites. Look, I've decided that I'm going to go down the healthy option now. So I'm having one of me 5 a day. This is cloudy apples. I don't think it's got any alcohol in it. No, it might have 5%. I can't believe you
actually went shopping.
I did. I went shopping all on my own. Yeah, that's all I got as well. I was running out because we had a disaster from Asda last week.
Didn't we? We had a disaster, Hector.
Oh dear. Jesus.
Someone's asking when our next cruise is. Alan's asking when our next cruise is.
It's hard to say, isn't it? Yeah. So much goes on. We don't know, because Lee obviously has to go on, still go into Dunstable working. So it's like we can't have the long weekends like we used to, because obviously now because she lost the salon during the first lockdown. She doesn't get holiday pay or anything now. So and it's the same for me. I'm self-employed and we suffer from that. So if we don't work, we don't get paid. I can work from the cut, so it's no problem. But obviously Lee can't remotely cut people's hair. So, and to be fair, she's the money earner at the moment, aren't you, Lee Lawson? Yes. I'm a kept man, almost. So, yeah. So, I would probably say it won't be this week, because we've got Gary Kirk coming down, haven't we, with his missus on Saturday. So we'll have a chat with him for a bit. Then, excuse me, Lee's going out supping on Saturday afternoon with Bridget. And I'll probably get the kayak out, but I won't go with them. I'll let them go and do their thing. I'll have a little play of the kayak, but I might have a play on the kayak tomorrow. And so definitely not this weekend, but perhaps next weekend. We'll see what the weather's doing. We like cruising in the winter. I actually prefer cruising in the winter. And now all the solar and everything's all sorted out. It's actually working really well. So we had extra battery put in, and obviously had all new ones. I got a better MPPT thing, controller thingy doodah. And we probably will get, when we redo our box, because I'm going to completely redo the top box, we'll probably get one extra panel on there, one of the stick-on ones. Because now you can get ones of those that are up to 400 or 500 watt. You know, for a little panel, but they're expensive. They're about £700 or £800 for the highest ones.
Yeah, we saw somebody dragging a massive box along the the track here, and it was like, what's in that box? So we looked up the name of the company that was on the thing. He went on the tippy tappy. And then Paul discovered lots of new solar panels.
I did, yeah. They had loads of the flexible ones because Bimble and all that sort of the normal ones we normally go to and have a look don't seem to have that many. I can't remember who it was called now. Can you?
I said write it
yeah,
down.
but I've got it in
said,
history.
Oh no, I'll remember.
I have history.
Then there's that beeping bridge.
Ah, the bane of me arse, I'm telling you.
Oh,
it's broken again tonight, yeah. Yay, no beeping, it's just locked open. The thing is, you can't actually go out on your boat now because it's locked on the road. So you can go across it on the road, but you can't go through it. I don't know what they're doing with that bridge. I'll tell you what, I'd blow the bloody thing up. And just, what they should do is we should have access down the other end of the marina for the cars, because they all redid that, and then they put the gate right on the road. They should have put it 5-10 foot back. So then that could have been the entrance for this half, and then the other side could have been the entrance for that, the main entrance. And then that swing bridge could be thrown away, and they just have a pedestrian bridge, just a bridge, a proper brick bridge, just for people to walk across, and that would have done it.
Well, that'd be good.
Or we could have a ramp. We could just go boom with our cars. I'll tell you, Lee. Are you having a lady moment? I'll tell you.
Might have to open a flap.
My flap's open.
My flap isn't.
There's a joke there somewhere. That's so crass. So is anything anyone would like to ask us? I can't read.
Have you tried the new Guinness
Tippy?
Nitro?
I know. I was going to say that.
Yeah,
Tippy Tappy. She has been watching it. Alex Spellenfield. Yeah.
Well, I only hear it sort of from a distance because
I
gets on my nerves.
Yeah, we used to really quite like him, didn't we? Because he can be quite funny. But then lately, probably, what are you doing, woman? Lately, all he's really going on about is himself and his own court case. And you think, we've heard enough about you. We want you to carry on what you used to do with the news. So I kind of stopped watching. Same with Maatusi. I don't know whether any of you watched Maatusi. He was brilliant. Is he an Iranian fella? I think so.
I think so.
But then he was getting too many strikes from YouTube, and he's not extreme at all. He's more normal than I am, or certainly a lot more conservative than I am. And he kept getting strikes, so he decided that he would go have his own website, and then you have to pay to watch. It's like a subscription thing. And I would check out Maatusi if you want, if you want a good alternative news site. And then there's a GB News. What a load of old shit that turned out to be, didn't it? Oh my God. GB News, the only news channel that don't have any bloody news on it. There's no news bulletin, so what's the bloody point?
I started to read about the new Guinness thing, and then we got thinged by Alex. Have you tried the new Guinness Nitro? Allegedly pours like draft, but needs a nitro regulator fitted. Not even heard of that.
I don't even know what that. I don't like Guinness. It's grim, isn't it?
You like Hop House 13?
Yeah, it's not Guinness. I mean, it's made by Guinness.
It's made by Guinness.
That's almost like Shipyard Pale Ale. It's a very similar thing, and it's a bit like my Tenants number 4. Tenants number 4. Honestly, go has to get some Tetley's number 4. Sorry. Oh, I tried a new beer last night. So I get very excited when we talk about beer because Dave was a bit hammered. He goes, "I'll get you a fucking drink. I'll get you. You got a fucking drink, eh?" That's what he said. So he went in and he got me, what was it, a McEwen's Champion. And I thought, oh, I like that. Then I looked it up on interweb, and I can only see it in bottles. So I don't know where he got the can from. It must be from Booker's, because his missus works at Booker's, not the Bookies, at Booker's. And so I'll have to ask him. He's gone out again now, so he's probably run aground somewhere again. And he'll be back tomorrow fuming, wanting to sell his boat. I'll still try and swap them.
Don't say that about Hannah.
What? I'll tell you what, I'd rather have Slow than Hannah. Sorry, Hannah.
You have that and I'll have this.
That'd be good as well. I could have my music studio then. That is the only thing I miss about living on board. It really is. Yeah, well, don't think you're having a hair salon on Slow.
No, why would I want that?
Well, because then you wouldn't
I'll
have to travel. How are you going to retire? How are you going to keep me in beer?
Well, you're on your own boat. You keep your own beer.
Yeah. Sounds like a divorce to me. Bye.
We'll fight over the dog.
No, I'm having Hector. Hector loves me the most.
I always used to say, he can have the dog. He can have the children. I'll have the dog.
That was with Buddy, wasn't it?
Yes.
But yeah, Buddy was definitely Mummy's dog. Hector was definitely her daddy's dog, even though he's sitting on Mummy now.
Sitting on me.
It's only because you clean for once. You did come home. I should have taken a photo when you come back. You look right scuddy, didn't you? Agree about GB News too. Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? Farage, yeah, it's funny how Farage gets so much shit, and people try and say, you know, oh, you got beaten by a dolphin or whatever it was in some election, or all them sort of shit. And I kind of think, forgetting about what what your politics are, I think that Nigel Farage is probably the most successful politician that never actually became a member of Parliament. But you got to remember, he was part of the Brexit Party, and the amount of blooming people they got into the EU Parliament was massive. So I can't see how people think that he's unsuccessful. He, again, it doesn't matter, you know, forget whether he wanted Brexit or not. He actually made it happen. So, and that's what he set out to do, and he did it. Well, I'm sorry, I think Boris Johnson is the biggest disappointment ever. Don't even get me started on Boris. I liked Boris. I read both his books, and proper intelligent bloke. Someone's pulling his strings. There is no doubt in my mind someone's pulling his strings. So yeah, so that's a bit of a shame. It's absolute letdown. British politics is an absolute letdown at the moment. Well, to be honest with you, life in general in Britain is a bit of a letdown at the moment. I'm so glad we're on an aeroboat and got all you nutters to talk to. Yeah, what else we got here?
Please host a pub quiz.
We did host a pub quiz, didn't we?
We did. Was that Boxing night?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, because we had sandwiches on the green.
Sausages on the green. We had hot sausage on the green.
Hot sausage on the green.
And
Christmas
shots.
Day.
Don't forget the shots.
Oh, yeah.
Shots and sausages.
That's
Christmas Day morning, wasn't it?
Boxing Day. We cooked for the ladies or I cooked for the ladies on Christmas Day.
Christmas Day, Christmas dinner, yeah. Then we had New Year's Eve.
Then New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve on the green. That was hilarious because we were all supposed to be in lockdown, weren't we? The whole bloody Marina was here. A couple of fire pits. Everyone off their trolleys.
Lots of wine, chocky sprinkles.
Lee was hanging for a couple of days.
Only a day.
Oh no, there's a day completely out of it, and the second day you weren't great. That day was that. Actually, that day, New Year's Eve, was the day of everyone falling on their asses, wasn't it? Dave first, he was chainsawing some logs for me to put on the fire pit later, and he's standing. I mean, this was at blooming breakfast time, and he fell off those because he was half pissed, which is hilarious. And then I went arse over tit because I fell over a chair, and obviously then Ryan is taking the mickey out of me, and the next thing he's on his arse as well. So I tell you, it was a hell of a Christmas, actually, wasn't it? It was horrible that we couldn't see all the family and that, don't get me wrong, but I tell you what, I think we made the best of a bad job, didn't we?
We did.
So, and if it all goes off again this Christmas, we'll do exactly the same thing. So yeah, so
well, that's it, because there's a few people here on their own, so we just didn't want people to be on their own, and we just said no, they're not being on their own.
If you're on your own, come down, Anna. Bugger it, we'll have everyone on the green, tents a lot, be like a refugee camp. Right there, Mighty Hound. He's looking rather mighty now, aren't you, mate? Hey?
What are you doing?
What are you doing, fella? You don't know, do you?
You want to go over there?
He does, yeah. Come on in. Oh, bit of Jesus. There we go. It has been lovely, actually. I mean, I know it's a shame the picture ain't right, and there was nothing planned. We will try and make...
your mum's there.
Hello, Mum. Me mum's here, look. And Massey. I'll tell you, I'll have to behave myself now, won't I? No being a gobshite. My mum's Irish, by the way, so that makes me half Irish. That's why I'm a weirdo, I think, isn't it, Lee? So, yeah, so hopefully next time.
Floating Freedom says, that's when we met you all. Bloody hell, life's never been this.
Oh, yeah, it was funny,
we're
wasn't it?
Sorry
Yeah,
about that.
It was. I do remember when Derek turned up. Was that New Year's Eve, was it?
Yeah.
It was, wasn't it? And I thought, obviously, he's a big, bold northerner. Right? Well, yeah, my name's Derek, and I drink gay Stella. And then he turns up with Lisa. And I thought, how the hell did he get that bird? Because Lisa's fit, isn't she? And she's lovely. I mean, I know I'm being a bit of a gobshite, but Lisa is lovely. But I think, and Derek's such a cock. Derek's like my brother with another mother, isn't he, Lee? So, yeah.
Yeah, Lisa said, oh, no, not enough.
And then
because they're so alike. And now with Fiona and Elliot.
Oh God, yeah. There's another.
He's another twin.
Yeah.
It's like no.
Well, I'm glad I'm not alone. That's all I can say. There's other nutters out there as well. So yeah, so I think that's kind of about it, isn't it? Really? How long was this the time anyway?
20 to 9.
Blimey, been on 40 minutes.
Oh, there's Fiona asking why hasn't Hector got his own doggy tea with Mighty printed on it.
You do need a doggy tea, don't you? See, now you give us an idea. We have got a life jacket. Maybe I should print something on that. Right. I can't wait to take Hector in the kayak. Hey, Hector. Hey. How's the stream been holding up anyway? Has it been? I know the picture's a bit weird, but has the actual stream been holding up all right for everyone? Because obviously, if I can sort out the,
we've still got a weird picture because somebody said,
"Oh yeah, no, we've got the weird
picture." Is one of your effect things. And your mum says weirdness, nothing to do with me, son.
You're having a laugh, aren't you, mum? I get all my weirdness from you. I'll tell you. And me farting.
That's not a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing. My mum is absolutely awesome.
Do you answer serious questions? Probably not. Will Cala gas prices be affected by the current gas price fiasco? What are your thoughts? We're going to break into the thing. No, we're not. I did say we need gas before the prices go up because we have one empty bottle and one in use. So I did say we must get more gas, but I suppose that probably will go up, wouldn't it?
Hold on, you know what? That's actually not about the stripes on the cat. Have you got an LED under the lens? But hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
We've got LEDs everywhere.
Let's just see what happens when we turn it off. Obviously, it's going to go a bit dark, all right? So let's just see what happens. Well, obviously I can't. I know we can still see.
There's LEDs behind us.
No, but they're always on. No, it's not them. That won't work. She's going to go and turn on the tunnel light, which we can put onto this light, if you know what I mean. You have a switch. So we'll see what happens. But I can still see stripes. Ooh, it's very dark, isn't it? It's all too much to say. I
might have turned it off, so you'll have to turn it on again.
Let's turn that one on.
And then these are LEDs as well.
Yeah, but they don't make any difference, darling. That's not near the camera. No, it's not near the camera. Let's have a look. Nah, we're still all weird, so there's nothing to do with them. That's a shame, isn't it? But no, like I say, the other day I tried it and I didn't seem to have any problems. So there obviously is something interfering somewhere. Let's just have a little fiddle and pull it away from the wall a little bit, just see if we can sort anything out. I'm just going to take it off the wall, all right?
Off the wall.
I'm sorry to put you all through this, but I need to see what's going on. So if I click that, you can't monitor it from the back anyway. No, we can't sort it out this time. But oh, look! It went colour for a minute. It did go properly for a minute. Oh, when it's higher. Oh, Mr. Beagley. Let's put it up there. Right, let's just point it down. Now, has it gone weird again? Oh, it went weird again.
Turn these lights off.
No, it isn't that.
It must be. Well, it must be something.
Well, it is something, but it went off. What I say? I bet it's the bloody lead. We can go east.
You make me feel sick.
Lee, it's your fault. Anyway, it made me start fiddling with the camera. I did see someone.
The stream been fine.
Oh, excellent. I did see someone that went past. Do I answer any serious questions? Go on, give me a serious. It went past. Do I answer any serious questions? Go on, give me a serious. I'm not right wing. I'll tell you what. That's
Hector wants a treat.
That's a weird thing about left and right. I would say, right, in honesty, right, I'm apolitical anyway. I don't follow. I don't blindly follow a certain particular party at all.
Thanks, Derek. He says we look better in fuzzy black and white.
Yeah, he's a cop. I'm apolitical, but I would say I'm probably a libertarian conservative. So I think people should be able to do what they want, and everything should be fair, but within reason. I think that you shouldn't spend too much on the socialist part of me. If the life winds me up, thinking that everyone deserves to be equal. Well, you can only be equal if you all put the same amount of effort in. in general. So so yeah, so I wouldn't call myself right wing. It just seems that people like me now are being pushed all the way to the right. Oh, you're far right because you have this and that and that, and it's just bollocks. I mean, I don't like all this left and right things. Anyway, that's enough about politics. I'm not going to go on about politics. They're all fuckers.
Wayne says, I like the stripes. It's different, just like you, Per.
I'll tell you. We haven't even drunk a lot tonight either, have we? We've been really quite good. I had a bit too many last night. Like I say, that was Dave's fault. And Derek's, because he weren't here.
Was that yesterday as well?
Well, I had more than I normally would. I mean, I didn't. I felt a bit tipsy.
No, look, we're frozen again.
Oh, dear. Well, we can't do.
Oh no.
Well, we are frozen, so I think we'll go. I think people can still hear us,
So.
And it has been lovely. Honestly, it's been brilliant having all you lot here. And we will do it again. We'll try and sort out the technical issues.
Yeah.
And we'll give it another go, maybe next week. So if you want us to do a live stream about anything in particular, then just let us know.
I'm becoming a part-time Father Christmas.
I'd be a brilliant Father Christmas, wouldn't I?
You got the belly for it.
I tell you, they can't see you touching my belly. What a horrible person. Yeah, you can hear us, but we're all frozen, so I don't know what's going on. There's obviously something weird. But like I say, we've been having Wi-Fi issues today, and I'll try a different camera tomorrow because now I know how to do it. Oh, excuse me.
Pardon you.
And we got OBS as well, haven't we? So we'll see what happens. Anyway, like I say, thank you so much for joining us this evening. We've had a bit of a laugh. Like I say, there's no script. We were just doing this as a test. And I think I've learned a few things about what's going on with the gear. So,
it's not.
That it doesn't work. That's what I learned. Yeah, but it did work before. It'd been better off just doing it on our bloody phone, I'll tell you. Anyway, again, thank you, everyone. Love you all, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye!
Thank you.
Bye! Bye! Bye!